What's going on, y'all? And today I'll be showing you a guide to the comp that I use to climb to rank 74 on the North American ladder. Look at this. We're getting promoted to GM tonight. We are top 100 and we're playing this build and we're farming high EWO North American server with this Mordekaiser build. Just scrolling down here, as you can see, I've been playing it all day. It's not very contested at the time of making this video, and I'm gonna show you guys how to play it. Look, Mordekaiser game. We had to do some crazy Azir Flex this game. This was an insane game, and we had we played a different version of this. We went 5th. We played a Noxus version, and then look at this. We have Mordekaiser, Mordekaiser, Mordekaiser. Everything's Mordekaiser. It always has been. And I'm going to show you guys how to play it. So here is what the board looks like right here. This is a completed level 7 board. One thing I really like about this board is that the level 7 is extremely stable, and the board is complete at level 7. There is a level 8 version of the build that I will show you guys that is much stronger than this one, but this version of the board is usually good enough to top 4. And as we see, we're going to play 4 Slayer, 3 Demacia, 2 Bruiser, 2 Freljord. And this is really nice. So we have Quinn. It's a duo carry, Quinn and Mordekaiser. Our main tank is Sejuani, which is really cool because she's not a super contested unit all the time. I think people are starting to contest her a lot more now because people are playing the Jinx builds. But personally, I've never had trouble hitting my Sejuani because those people who are playing Bruiser-based builds are rerolling on 6 a lot of times, or they're rerolling Cho'Gath. So I find that I'm not really contested on 4-1 when I do my roll down, and I usually can hit my Sejuani 2 on my roll down because the other people rolling with me on 7 are like the Azir players, the Sork players, that sort of thing. And we have Rek'Sai here. Rek'Sai will always go in your build. This is what the build always looks like unless you have some emblems. Now, there is a Noxus variation of this build, but I only play the Noxus variation if I have a Noxus opener and I'm just going to play 7 Noxus, and that is very strong as well. And one thing I really like this board as well is what you guys have probably noticed in the meta, what's very strong is Sorks are very strong, and this build counters Sorks because if someone has 6 or 8 Sorks, the way Mordekaiser works is he steals stats. So we can read God of Death right here. While in this form, he steals some of their stats, their health, attack, damage, ability, powder, armor, magic resist. So like if you're facing a super tank Taric with 8 Sork, you walk up there, you steal all of his resist, and dude has like 200 AP. And so you steal all the AP, and then you just start one-shotting everybody. And then you build up even more AP. So this is actually a build that is really strong against some of the meta builds as well. And so let's talk about it. So opener in Legend. Legend, I play Ornn every game. I just think he's the best. There's a lot of good Ornn items. If you get Sniper's Focus, you can do like the RFC tech on Mordekaiser. You don't need to build RFC, just go Sniper's Focus. That is very good. If you have tank item and you have a 2-star tank opener, like you have a Spirit Visage, a lot of games I'll tempo into this build by just taking Spirit Visage with like a 2-star Poppy, and that just goes on Sejuani. So you can take tank items, you can take AD items, you can take Mana Zane, because Mana Zane is really good on Quinn. The only one that is not super good is Deathfire Grass, but I just haven't tried it on Mordekaiser, but I don't think I would like it as much on Mordekaiser, but it's probably fine. But yeah, so that's why I really like Ornn, and items are really good in this board. So the other augments I take, I usually end up just taking Ornn's other augments just to get more items, because you can use a lot of items in a lot of spot. You have two tanks, you have 2 carries, and if you somehow hit a Kale 3, which I randomly hit all the time, then you can have another carry, and if you hit your Aatrox, you can have an additional carry as well. So that's what I really like about it. But anyways, guys, this is the level 7 board that you'll roll for every game. I usually like the tempo into this. So as far as openers go, I just play whatever opener I get, and I just play tempo and I slam items. Items like Crown Guard are really good on tanks in the early game. Very good slam. Most tanks utilize AP, so I really like a Crown Guard slam. I really like Nashor's 2 slam on basically any backliner. Feels very nice, especially if you play like a Noxus opener and you're playing around like Samira, something like that. She gains all that attack speed. If you get a Mana Zane Samira, that is really strong as well, right? BT on a random tank is a strong item. And Mordekaiser can use so many items. So this is what I like for best in slot. It actually doesn't reflect in the stats, but I think I have more. I think I'm like the best Mordekaiser player on the server. So like the stats don't reflect it because hardly anybody else is playing Mordekaiser. So I really like this item set. Very good. Additionally, you can go QSS if you don't end up getting Nashers. You can go QSS with the same item setup. You can go a Gunblade. If you get healing from Augments, maybe you don't worry about the BT. You can also do RFC. I don't like to do multiple RFCs. You can do GS. I really like this setup, and I think these items are really good slams, but you don't necessarily have to have these. I'll just show you like some item builds I had in the previous game. So we had this exact setup I like. We didn't get to play Mordekaiser this game. This game we had Hodge, Guardbreaker, this. We went 5th this game, but this was a weird game because I ended up having to play Noxus. It was a shifting Shifting Sands game. This was a really weird game. We don't talk about that one. This game, look, I had BT, QSS, Guardbreaker. This was a very good game here. This one I played What the Forge, and dude, my Mordekaiser was unkillable. It was crazy. So point is, Mordekaiser's items are extremely flexible, and so yeah. And I find this board to be very stable if you have a Quinn 2 and any of the 4 cost 2 stars. You don't necessarily have to 2-star a Mordekaiser on 7 unless you had the econ into this and you're really low and you need a win streak on stage 4, then I don't usually worry about it. So you can stay on level 7 after you do your initial roll down to hit the board. You can stay on level 7 to slow roll for Quinn and then roll down on 5-1 for Quinn 3. Quinn 3 is extremely powerful. However, Quinn 2 is also very stable. However, if you do hit your whole board and you're pretty far away from Quinn and maybe you hit an Aatrox, then go ahead and push levels to 8 because our level 8 board is a Giga Spike. So if you don't know Slayer, from 4 to 6, I don't know if it's going to show it to me here. Yeah, 4 to 6, it doubles the bonus damage. And so once you hit an Aatrox, you get Aatrox on your board and you put Kiana on your board. You don't necessarily have to sit there and hold a Kiana the whole game. But as soon as you hit Aatrox, you look for Kiana on 8 because this spike is insanity. And then just put whatever leftover items onto Aatrox. If you end up hitting Aatrox 2, he can definitely carry. So when you position, I didn't talk about this earlier, but when you position, so the level 7 positioning, you want Sejuani in front of Quinn always, because if you put Jarvan in front of Quinn, Jarvan will jump, and if you don't kill whatever's right here immediately, they'll walk back and murder your Quinn. And so you'd rather them walk up to Mordekaiser because Mordekaiser is very tanky. And last thing I'll say about BT is just so insane because once you steal some of the stats, once you kill their tank, you're so tanky, and then your BT procs, you get that fat shield, and then you just heal back the full. That's why I really like BT. Okay, and then so once you get Aatrox in your team, you want to position Aatrox right next to your Mordekaiser. I really like pocketing my Mordekaiser here. I don't like frontlining him. He gets CC'd immediately. He gets focused too hard. So I really like putting him in this pocket. Make sure you watch out for Casantes, because if Casantes here, you'll walk up and get kicked out. So keep that in mind. But you want to put Aatrox right here because you want Aatrox to die early on into the fight, put the blade in your boy, and then once Aatrox respawns with 6 Slayer, sometimes he'll just clean up the fight if your Mordekaiser and Quinn can't win it on their own. And then I have Jarvan on this same side as well. And I just usually position Kiana center and just have her CC their tank. You don't really want to put on her wings. We don't have Rogue, so it's not going to happen. And guys, this is the board. There are some Noxus variations. There's some weird stuff you want to do with Rogue. There's some things you can do, and there are different versions of Mordekaiser, but this is the one that I default to every single game. And this is the one I prefer to play of all the variations, except for obviously 9 Noxus is insanity. So, but anyways, guys, this is pretty much it. I hope this is helpful. And guys, I stream all the time. So I stream here on YouTube. So if you guys want to watch me play this build in action, you can go check out my last live stream. I played this all day today, and I'll be playing it more in the future. I'll be posting up a Mordekaiser VOD tomorrow morning. So if you guys want to watch a VOD of me playing this as well, I will show you guys a VOD of me playing this. So, but hey guys, press that red subscribe button, like the video if it helped you out, comment. It helps me out a lot on YouTube. And hey, good luck climbing. Catch you on the next one.